Shalom Akim. I'm gonna give all praises and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Ruach Hadash. That honors the elders and apostles of GMS who teach and rule well. And salutation to all the Akim, all four corners of earth who's pushing his truth and sincerity. Shalom Akim. Yeah, I want to get into this Project Looking Glass thing. You know, I was listening to a brother video the other day and they were going more in depth into it. And I know I did a little video, but you know, this is more onto it. And the brothers just broke down some key component things that I think I overlooked. I probably didn't speak about in my last one. But anywho, here it is. This is that Project Looking Glass, and basically, you know, Esau has a device that he's using to look into the future, so to speak. And while he's doing it, he's trying to reset or do over the ending of his kingdom, because he knows his kingdom is going down. So he's trying all he can to either one, run from the things that are going to happen, or two, just try to reset it. Try to do anything we can to offset it. Change the things that's gonna happen in the future. You gotta remember, this devil here, you know, he's tapping with the weather, modifying. He's changing your food that you eat. He got you eating impossible meats. You know, he's modified your vegetables. You know, you don't even eat. Our food is not what it used to be back in the day. The bugs are no longer around. We don't have bees no more around like we used to. Brother just put out a video, made a nice statement. He said he's driving down the highways. You remember back in the day, on a nice day, you drive down the highway. As soon as you stop your car or pull over, whatever, you got all sorts of bugs on your windshield. It's not like that anymore. It's not like that anymore. When you go in the dirt, go on a walk on the park, man. You know, the grass is all dead. Everything is jacked up. They did a nice breakdown on this Roundup stuff and how it's an anti microbe killer. You need microbes. Our body has microbes in them. The foods that we eat have microbes in them. We need those. Those breakdown foods. When they release things, they release good things in our body. They're good for us. Esau has a thing called anti-microbes. And that's what he gives us in a lot of our foods and a lot of our dishes. And, you know, he sprays the ground with Roundup, and that has things that kills the microbes and the little guys that gotta eat, man. You know, the little insects, the little microbes that you don't see. You know, plain to see to the eye, but they're there doing their job. You know, this is what the Lord put down, man. The Lord is raw with His creation. And Esau tries to offset it or destroy his creation, man, by any means. Proverbs 4:15. I'm gonna start up 4 and 14. Enter not into the path of the wicked, and go not in the way of evil men. Avoid it, pass not by it, turn from it, and pass away. For they sleep not, except they have done mischief, and their sleep is taken away unless they cause some to fall. For they eat the bread of wickedness and drink the wine of violence. You know, so Esau, yeah, he drinks that. He bring that back. Proverbs 4 and 17. For they eat the bread of wickedness and drink the wine of violence. So that right there lets you know that he's trying to escape, man. He's trying to run from something, man. You know, he's a violent man, man. You know, he ain't getting no sleep unless he goes out and does the things that's on his mind. You know. So lately, what's on his mind is to try to change the future that's going to happen. They had something called a Soren, you know, this huge machine that they were using. And for years, I didn't know exactly what the use of it was. They just said, oh, we're just gathering energy to do this and that. No, they're opening portals, you know, and trying to look into these things. What's that? It was a movie and it was a show when I was a little kid. Is it called Gate 9? I can't think of the name right now. I can't even think of the name right now. But it was a pretty good show. But it showed you how the U.S. military You know, they had worked on this on a gate. You know, and they were able to go in interdimensional traveling through this gate. You know, so they've been dibbling and dabbling with these things for quite some time, as far as this technology and the thought of it. You know, yeah, this is nothing new. Let me continue. This is Proverbs 4:18. But the path of the just is as the shining light that shineth more and more unto the perfect day. The way of the wicked is as darkness. They know not at what they stumble, man. And so once again, these Edomites is doing these things, man. A lot of them don't know what the hell they're doing, man. They're just there trying to, oh, we're gonna escape. Okay, well, I'm down for it. But you're opening up portals, man. These demons are opening up portals, man. You know, they're messing with things they have no idea what they're doing. And guess what? At the end of the day, the Lord put that spirit in them to do these things. It's happening right now, man. They don't know what the hell they're doing, but they're doing it. Just like my man just like the cocksucker who made the atomic bomb. You know, he said he was a destroyer of worlds. You know, and when you look at him when they were showing that interview, he had a lifeless face, man. You know, it looked like his face had no life in it, man. It was no life in that body. But he knew what he did, and it was wicked. Yeah, and at the end of the day, we're gonna have to hunt these devils down, man, because they think they're gonna run from the judgment, man. You know? This is Isaiah 2:19. I'll go straight to the point. And they shall go into the holes of the rocks and into the caves of the earth, for the fear of the Lord and the glory of his majesty, when he ariseth to shake terribly the earth. In that day a man shall cast the idols of silver and his idols of gold, which they have made, each one for himself to worship, to the mole and to the bats, to go into the cliffs of the rocks and into the tops of the raggedy rocks, for the fear of the Lord and for the glory of his majesty, when he ariseth to shake terribly the earth. Cease ye from man, whose breath is in his nostrils, for wherein he is to be accounted of. But at the end of the day, all this is saying is that we're going to have to hunt these devils down, because they're going to try to escape. You got to remember, Esau had a grandiose idea to shoot to the moon, and then after that, years later, he said, man, I'm going to shoot to Mars, and the different planets out there, man. That was his whole idea. But it ain't work. It ain't working at all. So what's his next best thing? Try to barrel some. He's building bunkers in different parts of the world right now. Where less inhabitants are, he's trying to build a bunker there. He's trying to escape by any means necessary. Even here in the United States of America, the low level Edomites, or I should say of the elites, the movie actors, the entertainers, they're even building bunkers here in America, But all that's going to come to naught, man. Because you have to realize the scripture just said, man, we're going to hunt their ass down, man, and get them up out of them cliffs and caves, wherever they're trying to hide at, man. But yeah, like I say, even the ones here, they'll put a regular ass house on top and have a bomb shelter down below with a whole mansion and everything going down below. So this is how he's going to try to escape from the Lord's judgment, man. But yeah, man, this so-called sci-fi stuff is about to be actual and real, man. Or it's not about to be. It is actual and real, man. Because they've been dealing with this CERN machine for the last I say about a decade, man. Trying to perfect it, trying to get it down right, trying to put more and more energy up, trying to make it move faster. Why? Because they're opening up portals. They got this technology that they're working on and doing, man. When I think of the Looking Glass, once again, you got that movie, I can't think of it. It was a movie and a show. I want to say it was called Gate 9 or something to that effect. But then also, this puts me in the Looking Glass, puts me in the mind of Or the Marvels movie when the Red Skull had that box and he was able to look in a terror box, I want to say what it's called. But he was able to see different things, man. You know? And mind you, Esau also had, you know, he hits you, he woos you with that looking glass that rubs on his mystery ball. You know? But this right here, this is the real deal. This is real technology. You know, they try to put a conspiracy theory on it to try to throw you off. He's not doing nothing. They're making things up, you know. But it's a bunch of BS, man. Esau's out here doing wickedness, and he ain't getting no sleep until he goes out and works it, man. You know. Think about the new bomb testing that's going on, man. Brothers is hearing things, yeah, because they're testing things, man. These devils out here testing things, man, to try to unleash on you very soon, man. Speaking to you Israelites, first and foremost, you know. The other heathen, man, they'll do away with when they feel like, but you Israelites is his number one target. With that being said, I'm just edifying. Shalom, my king.